Greetings. Go check out the community page. Wakan, everybody. It's the sun's heat ray. It's true. It's true. Feel the heat. Feel the heat. It's just what it is. Gotta love it. New music by Wakan. Thank you for that. It's just what it is. So, what is this about Taurus, the Raging Bull, and the traveling band of demonic sisters now begging for God to stop? Is that what's happening? That's crazy. God told me to stop dealing with them, so that's what it is. Are they having a magic backfire? Is that what it is? A destiny swap gone horribly wrong? Is that what it is? It's okay. Keep cleansing your space. I hear that homeless voodoo has backfired and put a lot of people out. That's sad. That's super, super sad. I mean, readers say that every time they did that, and then they just kept trying, that every time they did, like, natural disasters and things were happening. Is that true? Is that true? That's what they say, but, you can't believe everything they say. It's just what it is. However, thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews, and thank you, Wakan, for the sun's heat ray. I hear God's happy no matter what they do. It's just what it is. He likes to experience and take charge. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. We're not responsible for a band of traveling sisters begging for God to stop. It's just what it is. Please, God, no. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. However, I mean, you got to think it's opposition. It's opposition. It's just what it is. They don't like Christ consciousness. They don't, and that's fine. That's why you just excel. You just go higher and higher. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. But with all that destiny swapping energy in the cards, let's do a destiny read, shall we? What it is. And I mean, yeah, you'll notice that they're just so serious. They're just so serious in their shenanigans. Why so serious? It's just, well, I can't do anything about that. I mean, I don't think any of them really said, I want to be the Taurus Raging Bull and the band of demonic sisters when I grow up. And when I hear a reader say that Gemini is begging for God to stop, is that due to the entity that is inside of her? Is that triggered demon? Triggered demon doing a little dance? You got demons dancing all through you? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. It's called Too Little Too Late. It's called Too Little Too Late. And it's just what it is. However, I mean, yeah, and every time I hear a reader say it, I'm just going to ask the question. I mean, when you're talking about they caused a death because they chose money over love and wouldn't stop, is that the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving? Is that the one that y'all are talking about? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's what it is. I mean, you said they don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to deal with it, and that's fine. I don't want to deal with aneurysm in the cards before the fucker has one. It's just what I don't know these people. I don't know any of these people. Right? A lot of people. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people think they know me, but generally you have to keep your circle small, and you generally end up by yourself. That's what it is. It's just what it is. Not really, but. Yeah, amazing how, you can get along better with fucking strangers and take the option of there being some danger due to, if people know if they know that you're a human lie detector, that's an immediate turn off because they're generally full of shit. The INFJ, they make memes about the INFJ being a human lie detector. But as soon as people find that out, like, we're full of shit. We can't deal with a human lie detector. No, we're full of shit. That's what he's going to know, that we're full of shit. And generally, we don't even care. Everybody's full of shit. Did you eat anything today? And that's generally all they want. They want you to take them to dinner. listen, listen to all the things they talk about while they're full of shit. It's just what it is. God is all it is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. As should be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those heavy readings for Namaste. You got to think about it. They're worried about fucking someone's destiny, and we're worried about blowing the whistle on reptilian baby eaters of the elite kind. And that's what it is. It's necromancy, and I'm telling you, the energy that y'all are discussing in the cards can be found in the Order of the Dragon. Just do your research. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I can't do any confirmation. If we can look at your own time, I'm not wasting mine anymore. That's what it is. I got a confirmation. Look at your sign of the times. It's just what it is. I hear there's an angelic Reiki master running around with angels on the planet. Is that what it is? Spirit confirmation. It's just what it is. I hear they're being haunted. Is that true? Yeah, go check out Lee's Really Haunted or whatever. Right? He's absolutely being tormented by demons. And people sit there and watch that shit, not understanding the energy exchange that comes with that. So it is. I mean, they're called entity attachments. If I can send Reiki across all time and space, you don't think people being drawn in, taking the devil's bait, can't be affected by that shit? That's what's backfiring on everyone. That's what it is. I'm not going to even ask you to prove me wrong on that one. Thank you, Spirit. I will tell you to protect your energy and stay shielded. I know the general consensus from a lot of people is they're purging. There's a lot of crying, a lot of upset, and it's what it is. I mean, you guys, and I've heard it 4 times now that it's just people projecting energy, and I'm like, yeah, that's why the shield is so important. That's what it is. They can't, if the fucking energy can't, but then you're seen as a cold asshole, which you may be, but at least you're not feeling extra D on top of your cold asshole. It's just what it is. It's what it is. You know, sometimes you can be a sun's heat ray warm asshole too, but sometimes you can be cold as the moon. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. However, mistrust is repaid with mistrust. Last thing I'm going to do is go talk to somebody that doesn't want to deal with it, just so that their doctors can end up having to Dr. Hot and spit on that thing, you know, and then they end up with a drought, and, you know, and then New Mexico gets a deluge where before you sell your women, you can dip them in the deluge. Freedom. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. It's a hell of a mess. I agree. It's a hell of a mess. All over what? Fucking your 5-star reviews. That's what all this is over. Keep that in mind. People healing. People being outside of a treatment matrix that I went to school for and don't agree with. I went to school for something and absolutely did not fucking agree with it. And now I've got ear, nose, and throat specialists that come to me and we discuss the same thing I dropped out of college for. He paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for his education only to be met with the same conclusion that I had right there fucking across the street. I wonder how pissed he was at student loan forgival with the Biden administration. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. That's what it is. And if you've got them in the Fed News right now shutting down museums and libraries so that their reptilian baby-eating asses can control the narrative of the history, that's what it is. The last thing they want you to know is who you are. That's an old thing that was done way back in the sink. It's just what it is. It's what it is. Y'all got some weird paranormal. Water represents emotions, so that's going to be a sign from the universe that you got to keep your emotions flowing, keep your energy flowing. A lot of floods and shit happening. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit. That's what it is. And seeing a Forever Chemicals nationwide lawsuit and then doing extra research, they've been telling you about that shit for 2 years. Cool. So it's taken 2 years for us to get blue rain in Texas and California. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. Weapons will be formed, but none shall prosper. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. You got to think about that. You got reader after reader talking about them poisoning the Archangel. You think I'm going to give a fuck about some Forever Chemicals in my water? Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. So it is. I mean, not everyone can have the destiny of making crazy bonds on a plane. Oh, this motherfucker's not real. It's what it is. However, you're going to have more and more waves of volunteers waking up that have abilities. So it's what it is. And it's going to cause jealousy and envy because they don't have any fucking abilities or they didn't develop them. One or the other. And, I don't like to get into the argument of everyone is intuitive. Everyone has instincts. If you didn't feel the urge to go to the bathroom, you wouldn't instinctively get up and go use it. That's what it is. They're not in touch with their emotions. They're not in touch with fucking anything. Generally, they're so out of touch, worried about someone else. Cards in the upright? No, cool. We'll flip that around. Thank you for that. See, that's called INFJ self-talk. If you don't go within and ask the other side of your brain, it can't fucking answer you. What is the focus on the situation? Yeah, look at that security. Security! That's what it is. Some of us are divinely protected, and other people are begging God to stop. Is that true? I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that in the cards that their magic is backfiring so bad that they're now begging God, please, God, stop. Is that why this is happening? Well, yeah, I told you. You throw that energy when it hits the inner tube, when it hits the life raft, that shit bounces off and ebbs and flows. Understand vibration, frequency, and energy. Look at that. The power. I got the power. It's getting kind of hectic. That's what it is. What are you going to do? Can't do anything about that. Right? The powers that were. What are the intentions? A power grab. Great. That's what it is. I mean, when you have readers talking about they were harvesting energy off of a sun star sign. Cool. I'm looking for that sun star sign. I'm a Pisces sun. Sun's a fucking star. Well, we found another one. Okay, great. Were they harvesting energy off of you two, brothers? That's what it is. Do you know how to call it back? To me, that's more important than a fucking group or coven of destiny swappers that are harvesting energy off of you so that their whole family can live off of what? Your energy? That's not their energy. What do we need to be aware of? Action. Yeah, fucking take action. It's only going to get worse. That's the thing. Right? What is done is done. There's no way out of it. It's only going to get worse. That's why you cut the cord and keep it moving. Right? They can't believe Pisces is getting to a beginning. I can't believe they're getting a permanent ending. Fuck. I can't believe they got the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. It's just what it is. They could have got the right live dad, but no. They chose the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. On an unconscious level before they came into this reality, one way or another. That's the lesson they came to learn. It's a karmic lesson. Yeah, don't let them affect your inner peace. Right? And that's the only thing they wanted to do was to affect the inner peace of the guy with 5-star reviews. Okay. That's what it is. That was what their challenge was. They failed. It was okay. Did they succeed the first time? Fuck yeah. That's what it is. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were prepared this time. But that's the thing about that energy in the cards. When you hear a reader, especially in my situation, say they're mad, furious, enraged, afraid, scatterbrained, in mental conflict, in spiritual jail. Because what they tried the last time didn't work this time, that means there was a fucking last time. Means what they tried last time, it means they tried that shit last time, and it worked. Yeah, guess what? If you want to know what Lee is going through in the UK, being tormented by an unseen force. He's picking it up with that SLS camera too. That's some cool shit. That's what it is, right? I don't really worry about that shit because I disintegrate those energies. That's what it is. So it's called Reiki for fucking negative energy disintegration. It's simple enough. It's limited by your imagination, and you have to use your imagination to be limited. What are we exploring? Diligence. That's what it is. Right? Every time I hear that shit about they're surprised at the stars' strength, in my case, it's an unlimited amount of energy. Doesn't mean that I don't fucking feel pain. I have to heal from death every day. Near-death experience. Massive injuries. Right? When you hear a reader say, hey, I'll never forget this, and I know they're worried. Right? Because they don't understand all of the things that Pisces went through. Okay, great. I have heard a reader say these people did absolutely nothing except earn a bad x-ray. Okay, I have that x-ray. It's all over my fucking community page. Right? And if you've got readers and they're correct about the ancestors are going to put these people, everyone that targeted the star energy through all the trials and tribulations of that destiny, because we had to prove we could heal. What did they do? Gave us more reasons to heal from. Okay. Did we succeed? Well, fuck. They're surprised I'm still alive, so guess what? That x-ray that they're worried about, I use the same technique that Dolores Cannon does without the QHHT session to regenerate the bones in my neck. It's called the Brain Box DNA activation technique from Mind Valley for a reason. What do I use? The Reiki Land of the Immortals Reiki office with a Jose Silva mind control screen and spiritual calisthenics. That's what it is. Those would be those receipts they talk about Pisces having that they don't. They can't duplicate it. That's what it is. Pisces has done something that no one else has ever done. I had time to. I had a lot of extra fucking time to practice these things. So I laid in bed for fucking years trying to figure the fuck out. What's underneath the power situation? Yeah, there'll be no more adventures with these individuals that tried to take the power from the past. That's what it is. And I mean, when I hear a reader say that fucking you're not their power supply, I absolutely agree. So who else were they harvesting the energy off of? That's the question. Right? When I hear that they were doing moon magic in groups on Pisces because they targeted Pisces, okay, well, so am I. I'm going to target Pisces too. Where the fuck is that Pisces they're talking about? Gotta release that shit. That's what it is. That's what it is. Congratulations. And I mean, that is my question. When the readers are talking about all this shit's been going on in the background and they can't believe that the Archangel is still alive. Okay, great. Where are those Archangels? Where are they? Right? And when you go, ooh, me, cool. I want to know the names of the individual because I know the names of every fucking sign they're saying in tarot. What is the issue with that? They don't want to deal with it. They think you're crazy. Okay, great. Let these tower moments fall on top of their fucking head. Tower. Look at that. Look at that shit. All in your head. Rubble hitting you without a hard hat. All in your head. Inner peace is what it is. Yeah. Because they're blessing blockers. It's just what it is. Right? They have gotten themselves in a hell of a mess. Cool. I can't do anything about that. You take Taurus, the raging bull, and all of her demonic traveling sisters, and you throw them on an island with a bunch of rich kitty diddlers. Let them all get along. Can't y'all all just go get along somewhere the fuck else? What's over top all this? Yeah. That's what it is. Right? You had one individual that was impure that fucking led all of these individuals to do what? Destiny swap? Congratulations. So it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? Because I mean, I'm looking for the Pisces because that's the energy in the collective is entire group collaborations. have now gotten karma, a karmic cycle that's going to start for the next 8 years, over coming up against one Pisces, trying to make Pisces fight for what was already theirs. Cool. Where is that Pisces? You shouldn't have to fight alone for what's already yours. Sweet. Those are the Pisces I want to deal with. Where are these indestructible mothers? That's what it is. What is a task like that going to cause? More jealousy, more insecurity, more envy, more fake frauds and phonies being called the fuck out. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? They sit around watching tarot and, oh, that's me. Great. Where's your business they tried to take? Oh, well, I don't have a business. Well, yeah, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. They were trying to sacrifice Pisces for their business and for money. Okay, great. Where are those Pisces? Where are those Pisces that have a business as a healer, divinely protected, that they tried to sacrifice? That's the only fucking people I want to deal with. You're amazing. You're indestructible. What's the current energy? Yeah, change. That's what it is. That's what it is. Right? I mean, when I hear that energy of large groups of people are really going to regret playing in that Earth Angels energy, okay, great. Where are those Earth Angels? Because I don't want to be a part of a group that's really going to regret playing in that Earth Angels energy. Build with that Earth Angel. They got a fucking new beginning that's protected. Yeah, the energies from the past will not be going forward. You can't change people. You only change people. And the outcome is, yeah, we're at a standstill currently. As we got to wait for the smoke to clear. It's tower moments. Towers are falling on top of these people. Do you not remember the aftermath of the Twin Towers? Okay, cool. These are natural disasters involved with this shit. They wanted money? Cool. You proved to me that shit's not an insurance. Creating the natural, they create the problem because they already have the solution. Prove me wrong. Yeah, fucking no fulfillment. Look at that. Their fruits are they won't even grow. The shit that is falling out of the sky. If you've got blue water falling out of the sky, electrolytes. Shit doesn't grow in electrolytes. Idiocracy. You got to put water on the crops. New leadership is needed 100%. Spirit is taking over. That's what it is. You got to think. Just one of the things that Dolores Cannon talked about was when D to D half-wits running on a reptilian brain. They're full of, they're sex nuts and D to D strong, running on sex, fight, or flight. That's all they know. It's what the reptilian brain controls. Sex, fight, or flight. It's the part of the mind that a hypnotist attacks to get rid of your habits. QHHT, we work with it. So, anyway, that's what it is. They're playing a ton of mind games with you and then come up against the guy that has been studying the fucking brain. Enjoy. Y'all have a beautiful day. Namaste.